Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Patrick, and today we're going to be talking about the Dodo Exchange. This is a brand new token, not brand new in a sense, but it's been around for a little bit, and it's an exchange. I have it all pulled up here, as you can see. Here's the Dodo. Everything will be down in the description below again, but here's the exchange network. And I think this is going to be the next Uniswap, you guys. Like, this has so much potential. It's grown massively. It's at $3.49. I was going to make a video on this back when it was a $1.57. Now, I should have, because that was only at a $50 million market cap, and now it's nearly a $400 million market cap, right? And yeah, it's crazy. This could easily hit $20, $30 like Uniswap. And before we get started, I'm just gonna bring up Uniswap in a new tab because they're number 9. This is number 159, I believe, on CoinGecko. So it is in the top 200. And look, Uniswap's at $40. This could be the next Uniswap, right? So this could 10x easily, I believe so. You know, this is a $20 billion market cap. This would be the prime time to get in. Now, what is the Dodo Exchange? It's Dodo EX. I just call it Dodo. It's simple. It is Dodo. But, Dodo Exchange, it's a token swapping protocol with an innovative order matching algorithm, right? So most people think of DEXs and Uniswap, DYDX and others come to mind, right? You can think of those. However, DeFi and swapping, DA, PPS, dApps, whatever you want to call it, are diverse and have various mechanisms to address identified loopholes, right? So, but what exactly makes Dodo different? So after all, it is a trustless swapping protocol running in Ethereum. So you could probably say, why not use Uniswap instead? This lies in their main objective and, their ways of ensuring liquidity providers have a fair deal. So Dodo Exchange is an on-chain liquidity provider on the Ethereum that uses the proactive market maker algorithm PMM for an on-chain fast contract fillable liquidity for everyone. So here is their exchange. You could just kind of read through this, right? But the PMM leverages price oracles for accurate market prices as input and aims to provide enough liquidity near the market price of any listed asset, ensuring the constant provision of liquidity, right? So that's pretty sweet. The community will eventually control this protocol via 3 DAOs, right? The admin DAO is the absolute mediator of all issues. The risk control DAO supervises and deals with all risk-related events. The earn DAO to distribute revenue to the maintainer, which is insane. The admin and risk DAOs both have A-level authority. That is, they can freeze transactions. However, all actions of the admin DAO must go through a complex governance process. So why should we choose, the Dodo Exchange, right? From this, 3 things I find emerge. The Dodo Exchange is an on-chain, like Uniswap, and community-owned. It uses a new order matching and filling mechanism different from mainstream LP called PMM. Their contract fillable liquidity translates to fast and more efficient price discovery comparable to centralized exchanges, right? So because the DEX exists on chain, it also means smart contracts can leverage Dodo Exchange's liquidity to complete actions such as auctions and liquidation. It also means Dodo Exchange accepts LP's assets, so often near market prices to provide sufficient liquidity while incorporating oracles. The aim is to reduce counterparty risks for LPs by dynamically adjusting market prices to encourage arbitrageurs, I can't pronounce today, guys, but to step in and profit, stabilizing LP portfolios, which is pretty good, right? And subsequently, there emerged several benefits for swappers who use the Dodo Exchange. One is that there's low slippage, which is awesome. Second, there is a single asset exposure without minimum thresholds. So yes, no pair tokens. Third, there is minimum impermanent loss, that is, losses due to opportunity cost. So with the attraction of low impermanent loss and single asset exposure, complete with incentivization for liquidity providers can create trading pairs with their tokens without paying listing fees, as would have been the case in CEXs, right? So that's pretty awesome. And again, this could easily 10x in my opinion. It's already at a high market cap, $400 million market cap. So you don't have to worry about the low market cap cost of having, say it drop half of its value overnight when you get into some tokens like that, right? Furthermore, from the DEX, projects, can crowdfund through the initial Dodo offering. IDO, the platform creators describe as a new approach to token issuance. As mentioned earlier, crowdfunding via IDO is free. So projects seeking to raise funds have to set the oracle's price to a constant, that is the initial offering price, and begin their crowdfunding. So that's really good. And all they need, so for a single asset exposure and impermanent loss mitigation, all they need is their token. So an ERC20 compliant asset is sufficient because Dodo Exchange's PMM eliminates the need for a quote token. So all the project needs to do is launch a pool and deposit their token therein, right? And I can show you a little graph on screen if that kind of makes sense. You should see it now, but the PMM creates the ask side with its depth based on the number of tokens deposited. So buying activity causes the price to rise as the quote token flows into the pool, and then it is the influx of quote tokens inflow that builds the bid side depth, if that kind of makes sense. It's a bit technical, but this benefits the issuing project in several ways, right? The initial offering price is set without capital requirements. There is sufficient and contract fillable liquidity. Parameters can be filled as per the issuer's requirement. However, basing on the above's developments and exciting architecture, it is natural for people to inquire how the protocol balances its pool. This is easy, really easy. So take, for example, the ETH USDC pool in Dodo Exchange. The pool is open for everyone and tokens can be swapped. Dodo Exchange charges up 0.3% ETH as transaction fees for buyers of ETH and 0.3% as transaction fees for USDC sellers in USDC, with a dynamic adjustment through better incentives, ROI, and arbitrage to balance out temporary discrepancies. So accordingly, this adjustment ensures maximum liquidity near the market price, translating to low slippage. This explains why Dodo Exchange's trading volumes are consistently above 5 million, right? So that's pretty awesome. The exchange is pretty cool, as you can see up on screen. You got the liquidity, you got the crowdfunding. We'll just accept that. I'm not going to go too much into depth with this because everything will be down in the description. You can do your own research, but it is pretty cool. Their website is pretty professional looking. You got the many pairs, as you can see. You can even buy Dodo on here. You could buy it on Uniswap too, but let's just go here. You got many different coins, which is awesome, right? So like I said, this could be the next Uniswap with better slippage rates and things like that, right? So the Dodo techonomics and distribution. So Dodo is an ERC20 governance token for the Dodo decentralized exchange. So there are 1 billion Dodo tokens as total supply. So 600 million for community incentives. There's about 80 million reserved for Dodo Exchange Foundation for marketing and other operations. There's 10 million for the IDO circulated immediately after crowdfunding, 150 million for the team and advisors, 100 million for private round investors, and 60 million for seed round investors. Now I'll have a picture of this on screen to kind of show you a bit better. Same with the Dodo token distribution graph, right? And the crazy thing is the token began trading on October 1st. Last year, and the opening price of it was 53 cents. Now I'll have another graph on screen. And then it tanked, it dumped to 15 cents, and that was on December 23rd, and then before rallying to about $1.80 on February 1st of this year. So that's insane. If you got in at 15 cents, you made a lot of money if you didn't sell till February 1st. If you just held for 2 months, you would have made a killing, right? 15 cents, you would have over 10 extra money. So from the listing to earlier February 2021, the ROI was at, so February of this year, right? The ROI, so return on investment, was about 3.3. And that, when I was going to make a video, the current volume and trading was about, price was about $1.78. That's when I should have made a video. And the market cap then was about 59.1 million, which I said earlier. But you can get this token on the Uniswap. There's Gate.io, MXC Exchange, And you can even, here's the CoinGecko. I'll leave all this down in the description below. But yeah, you can get this on all these different Binance, Gate.io, like I said, Coinbean, KuCoin. So they have a lot of trading going on, right? You have 24-hour volume for Binance is about 33 million. So that's probably the most, right? If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it'll be down in the description below. That's where I'll kind of post all my announcements, all the videos, so you can see my videos quick, get in on the coins and the projects that I deem, moonable, great tokenomics, great fundamentals, and this is a token that has amazing fundamentals. So definitely check it out, you guys. Again, everything will be down in the description below. They do have a forum you can go on. You can get updates if you put in your email on their site. And yeah, but I'll see you guys on my next video. Have an amazing trading, investing week, and take care, you guys.